So there's this quote that's always bothered me. Two quotes, really. One of them is, "You're either the beloved or the lover." That was Plato. But the other one that's bothered me was Blaise Pascal. And he said that, to paraphrase, everyone would be happy if they could just sit quietly in a room alone. And he was a brilliant scientist, so you can't dismiss him. But at the same time, maybe he was just having a really introverted day when he made that quote. I'm not sure if it's true, but that leads me to thinking about bridges. And bridges sort of hold a fascination for me, because bridges and tunnels, really. When you think about the engineering that goes into those and the money that is spent, I'm in mid-coastal Maine, and there are bridges all over the place that were a big, big effort. And there are railroad bridges, there are car bridges, things like that. And they are real marvels of their time. So that comes back to Pascal and the question of, why can't we just stay in one place? Obviously, it's extremely important to build bridges and tunnels and things like that. And you see, extreme examples of that nowadays. You see, I think it's the Faroe Islands. They're building a tunnel that is just unbelievably expensive, and it's going to transport like 4,000 people a day, or some, I'll note up here where it is. Is it really that important? I'm surprised. Our society goes with the flow. What works, we keep doing. You get these clusters of stores and McDonald's and Burger King in a very formulaic way, because it's what works. It's what made someone the money. And the same has to be true of bridges and tunnels. But I'm amazed that we don't spend more time trying to figure out how to stay in one place. That's my observation. And I'm saying that as someone who lives in mid-coastal Maine, and I got to drive 20 minutes to go to the gym and then 20 minutes back again. And I do that because I have a house I like, and that house is there because once upon a time, the town was devoted to building ships, because the river was there, and it built ships that went all over the world. And then there was a house there, and because there was a house there, I was able to buy it for a reasonable price. There was the infrastructure there. It's a nice place to live, but I do that instead of living in a city. So it's a whole lot of reasons that I drive a lot. And maybe that wasn't a big deal when gasoline was super cheap and when the environment was something we didn't worry about. But that might be changing. So what do you think?